Hey everybody, welcome to Bad Wrench Automotive. Okay, so I want to cover this vehicle here and give you guys kind of an update of where we're at with Champagne Bubbles. So after I've stopped kind of filming my lives, you guys last knew that this thing went into the dealership with engine troubles. We got it back out of the dealership and here's what they found. They found that the tensioner had collapsed, the chain came loose, and could have possibly jumped the valves. Now, supposedly they said they caught it in time, but we're still having oil consumption issues. This is on a 2.0 Kia Soul engine. So if you guys have this engine, just be warned there are problems with it. Not only with that tensioner, but also with piston rings and the recall on the piston rings. We are still having oil consumption issues, which means we may decide to get rid of this vehicle in the future. It's just a matter of time to figure out exactly when that might happen. So I'll give you guys kind of an in-depth look here of what they had to do to get at this tensioner so that you guys know. So what they did to be able to do this tensioner is they pulled all of this stuff off, pulled the valve cover, pulled the alternator, took all the motor mounts loose, held the motor up, and then they started taking off all the accessory drive belts, the tensioner, and anything else because they needed to take this front cover off. So this front cover had to come off for them to replace that tensioner, put a new chain in it, and retime the engine. Hopefully it didn't smash any valves, but that will be basically what we're looking for in the future. When they put it all back together, obviously they didn't do a very good job of keeping everything clean. I had to go through and re-clean the engine bay. They left antifreeze, oil, all kinds of different dirt and debris in this engine bay. So what is going to have to happen is they will test, and they put this silicone on all the oil spots. And what they do for that test for the piston rings, guys, is they bring it in, top it off, seal up all the spots where oil could leak out or that you could have access to change the fluid levels. They seal those off, and you drive it for 1,000 miles. If it loses more than a quart within 1,000 miles, they then have to go through the recall process to change the piston rings. In some cases, it's extreme enough that they will do a whole new engine. But Kia has a problem. And this happened because two people who worked at Kia had stolen a bunch of engines. They stole them and resold them and made money. Now, they've obviously been caught. They're probably serving jail times already. But that really did affect how many engines were available for those recalls. And hopefully they've got that straightened out now, but that was about 6 months ago. So they're still behind, I bet, on some of the processes, but hopefully they'll get caught up here by the end of the year. Now, with the Kia Souls, this really does change quite a bit because this is the last year model. 2025 will be the last of the Kia Soul. They're getting rid of it, which means that the parts will start to get harder to get. When that happens, you don't want to be in that vehicle when they finally end a model, because what happens is they slowly start phasing out parts to where you can't fix your vehicle. This is a massive problem in the industry, something I've kind of been watching for a while and wondering just how far this is going to go. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about how you change the headlights and fog lights in these cars and what you need to take apart. That way you guys can know. We did do an LED upgrade on this car for the headlights. We had a headlight bulb go out, so I put new ones in. I'll go over that in the next video. But guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you get notified when I upload, which is usually a few times a week. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next one.